as a youth of the country, I have a simple question.
Yeah.
Is your party anti-oppression?
See, we started off because of the issue of NEET leaks. Now, there was a lot of dissent in the education sector. Students have been suffering for years. It started off as a satire, as you would know. And once there were many calls from many sectors because of the kind of following we garnered that a movement should take place, students should come together. So it started off as an education movement, right, against an oppressive education sector also. So there is a form of oppression that we are already battling. When it comes to other forms of oppression, we are yet to take a decision on which way the movement is supposed to go. But then we are quite clear on what our principles are, that we are fighting for a just society, a just system, an equal system where, people from marginalized sections especially are not, met with a system like this. We want to create a better system. And that's why it's almost like a youth awakening kind of a movement, because we want the youth of this country to come together. If we are 65%, I think we are very strong, and there's no power that can stop us from having what we want, which is a better and a brighter future.
So it's very interesting that you talked about marginalized people and a just world or a just country for now. So for this just country, can I know what is your stance on animal exploitation that's happening in large scale? Just want to give a context that in this world right now, we are 9 billion humans, but humans are exploiting and murdering more than 100 trillion animals. 1 trillion is equal to 1 lakh crore animals actually. So what would your party stance be in future on
See,
this?
the party is, like I said initially also, that it's a leaderless movement. Decisions are taken after a consensus only. There are several people, several student student unions that support us, civil society groups that support us, organizations like you that support us. Only then can we take a decision on where we stand on what matter. Of course, the cause that you are fighting for is equally important, if not more, and we totally sympathize with it. But if you ask me for a clear position of the CJP, I don't think I can give you that answer because we don't have one at the moment.
Okay.
But if you ask me personally, of course, animal abuse, because I am a dog lover myself and I've had so many pets in my childhood. If you ask me personally, I am of course against animal abuse, and I feel there's a need for a better system, even if it comes to, maintaining sentiments of other groups that do consume meat. There has to be a better system in place for sure.
Can you explain more about what is the system you were talking about? Like, what exactly?
Which sits
You said we need better system, right? Can you
for
explain
the
more?
animal abuse context?
Yes.
No, I mean, see, like I told you, I don't really have an opinion as such. I haven't formed.
What do you mean by system is what I have? Because everybody have their own opinions, right? I wanted to know what you meant by system.
See, like I told you, I don't have an opinion, detailed opinion as such, because I haven't thought about the issue yet. When I do read about animal abuse, there were the dog protests in Delhi, which I was a part of also. And of course, I cover the courts. If you know about my background, I write about law and judiciary. And when this kind of judgment came out, I was one of the first ones to criticize the judge also, who gave this kind of a nonsense judgment. So I have very limited views when it comes to issues like this. But yes, I mean, I can't get involved in all the causes, but whatever causes I do get involved in, I try to form a detailed opinion.
Two more questions. Based on your explanation itself, you told that you are a leaderless party right now, and you are working based on what majority wants for a just world. If the majority wants to exploit animals, would you exploit animals?
I said consensus.
Yes.
There has to be a consensus.
Right now, the major consensus is to participate in animal exploitation for meat, dairy.
I think even if there is a consensus, I think any system only becomes better when there is an opposing factor to it, right? You do need people on the other side to criticize you, to bring out the vulnerabilities in the systems you're putting in place. So there's absolutely full value in such criticism and the opposing side. So if a system works in a certain manner at the present, doesn't mean that it has to keep working in the future the same way.
So do you think
whatever
we should
you guys are also doing, whatever.
Sorry? So do you think we should abolish animal exploitation or find better ways to?
No, absolutely. Animal exploitation goes without saying that there can't be any animal exploitation at all.
So don't you think meat, dairy, silk, wool, leather, riding animals, circus, zoos, anything that
circus zoos, of course, I think they are a very oppressive environment for any animals. circus and zoos for sure.
Okay,
But
circus and zoos, but what about, like I mentioned, meat, dairy, silk, wool, leather, anything that commodifies animals and sees them as our slaves, anything that has taken away their bodily autonomy. For example, in dairy or any animal agriculture or industry, their entire bodily autonomy is taken away, their motherhood is taken away, their fatherhood taken away. So don't you think we have to abolish that? I know right now your party doesn't have that stance,
Yeah.
but don't you think for a just world includes non-human animals as well?
absolutely it does. But I think what we really need is a dialogue from all sides.
Yeah,
There has to be a
that's
consensus.
the reason I asked you. Right now, the vast majority wants to participate in animal exploitation. So, if they still want to continue that, will you still stay? Will you stand
No,
against
absolutely
them?
not. I mean, if there are groups opposing it, I'm in complete favor, and I'm in favor of a dialogue. Like if
No,
you're
right
asking
now,
me
they're
for
not
my
opposing it. Right now,
Yeah.
they want to participate in it because they don't want to give up on daily.
Yes, so I would
meat.
support people like you who are standing against it and are trying to bring out vulnerabilities if there are any. So I completely support that stand. But if you're asking me for a clear stand on what it should be, I don't have an
I'm
opinion
not asking
as
what
of
it
now.
should be. Would you be taking that stand in future? Because a just world includes non-human animals.
Probably,
as well.
probably not. I can't say because that has to be discussed. That's why I am advocating for a dialogue.
Can that be added to your agenda? As
to
an active part of
to
the
our
agenda.
agenda.
Yeah, not right
Probably,
now, per se, but
probably.
as one of the active part of our agenda.
See, like I said, I can't take decisions for the CJP as such because
Exactly.
everybody has to discuss it first. But if there is a legitimate demand, of course, from across sectors, then we should be looking into it. No harm looking at
I mean,
into
again,
it
we're
at all.
going to look. That's why I asked. Right now, the vast majority doesn't want it to stop.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
No,
even if
but
the
a large majority has also voted for the current class and system, right? But we
right
are still
now, they
standing
want
against
to
it.
They have voted for finding better systems to exploit them, not to abolish the system. What we are asking is, would you fight for abolishing the system, though the entire, majority of them don't want to?
I will repeat it again. I am in favor of a dialogue. There needs to be a dialogue, there needs to be a discussion so that some consensus can be reached at. Do we need better systems? For sure. But to what extent can we go? That has to be discussed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last question.
One more thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, have you heard about the term speciesism? Like
No.
how casteism,
Racism,
sexism,
sexism.
everything exists.
I haven't.
Speciesism is a thing. Like as you said, like you yourself are a dog lover.
Yeah,
So considering one species to be superior and the other species as inferior,
absolutely.
we would actually assign a name to a dog. But what about the chicken that you hit? That also had
Right.
that also had a subjective experience, had the capacity to feel pain and suffering just like the dog.
Absolutely.
So there is no morally relevant difference between the dog and the chicken that actually died.
Yeah.
So how would you actually differentiate between a food and the other resources?
For example, when I say
I mean,
cow or a chicken or a goat,
like I
we only
said, I
remember
should
what we can
probably
get through
more
them.
educated in this. It's a new word. I will definitely look into it.
Educated about species.
Absolutely.
It's also
absolutely.
another.
But there are, do remember that there are so many issues that we have to look
Yes.
into.
Yes.
One of them is this.
Like
I will
we said, a
definitely
just
look into
world
it.
includes non-human animals.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I want to
No,
say
I have to go
one
because
line,
people
one
are
line, one
people
line.
are just
I want to say
waiting.
what speciesism is. It's an arbitrary discrimination between species because of their species. Like when you
Right.
say dog, we remember the kind of feelings we have, like
Yes,
either hate
absolutely.
or love or anything. But when it comes to cows or when it comes to buffaloes or the animals we have commodified, we only remember what we can get through them.
Definitely.
And people get offended to not when we ask them not to exploit animals.
Right,
That's the
right,
extent to which they have reduced.
Absolutely.
So please keep
We
this
have
in
turned
mind.
them into products for use.
I'll definitely read about it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
do
you.
come tomorrow, all of you.
Sure.
if you can.
Yes. And we are hoping that you are being sincere as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.